إن الذين فرقوا دينهم وكانوا شيعا لست منهم في شيء إنما أمرهم إلى الله ثم ينبئهم بما كانوا يفعلون.
You pick a topic, since usually you have a list of topics in your room, right? A list of things that you want people to discuss. No, I'm not eating or drinking anything. I'm just saying, if you want to talk about something, how about we discuss Fadak? Yeah, I've read this. Okay, how about you pick number 6 and let's discuss Fadak? Is that okay? I've chosen Fadak. Okay, my opening statement will be Fadak was a gift given to Lady Fatima Zahra from her father during her lifetime. She was in possession and ownership of it, right? And then when her father died, Abu Bakr took Fadak from her. So Lady Fatima went to the mosque and she said to Abu Bakr, give me what is mine. Abu Bakr said, produce your witnesses. Fatima Salamullah alayha said, ownership dictates proof. And therefore Abu Bakr said no, keep on questioning. And then Abu Bakr said, do you have any more evidence? Then Lady Fatima gave Abu Bakr a piece of paper, to which Umar tore the paper and threw it on the floor. And then Bibi Fatima said, if you're not going to give me Fadak as my gift, at least give it to me as inheritance. To which Abu Bakr said, Prophet said, we do not leave inheritance. To which there are 2 verses in the Quran, Milladunka waliya yarithuni min yarithu ahli Yaqub, that Hazrat Zakaria said, O God, grant from thyself to me a son who shall inherit me and inherit the sons of Yaqub. And there's a verse in the Quran, in Surah Maryam I think, which says, وَوَرِثَ سُلَيْمَانَ دَاوُد, and Solomon was the heir, the inheritor of Dawood. So these verses in the Quran have clearly proven that prophets inherit and leave inheritance, and it's proven Bibi Fatima's point to be correct. Yet Abu Bakr still said no. So Bibi Fatima said, if you're not going to give it to me as inheritance, then at least give it to me as my share from my father. And Abu Bakr said no. And then she left the mosque angry, and she said that I will never speak to Abu Bakr concerning this matter until I meet my father and complain against him. And then Bibi Fatima Salamullah alayha went on to the door burning incident, which we will get to another day. This is my opening statement for Fadak. Why don't you please take the mic and give me yours?
If you guys can hear me, just type numero uno por favor. And anyone, just to let you guys know, all of you, Shia, Muhammad, Ahlul Bayt, and Mustafa, all of you are welcome to raise your hand at any time or type at any time. This room is just about discussion with good intention and good manners, not someone munching a cake or eating a pie and then saying, hey, you him. Come on, guys. Anyway, but alhamdulillah, we are beyond that childish behavior. Now we're into a discussion. Now, in regards to Fadak, when Imam Ali alayhi salam, I will prove all of this. When Imam Ali alayhi salam became the Khalifa, he didn't change any of the rules in Fadak. None of them. When Imam Hassan was Khalifa, he didn't change any of the rules in Fadak. So, the Imams that I love and follow disagree with your opinion. Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq said women do not inherit. According to Shia, I disagree with that opinion, because of course we know women inherit. But according to Shia, in books of Al-Majlisi and Al-Kulayni's Majlisi, Bihar al-Anwar, and other classical core Shia books, women do not inherit. They neither inherit land nor fixed property. You see, according to Shia. So we have Ali didn't change the ruling of Fadak. Neither did Umar, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali, Hassan. All of them are consistent on this. So it means that there's something differing here. The opinions of history that you choose to follow differ with the opinions of Ali and Hassan, who became the Khulafa. Unfortunately, Hussein was martyred by Yazid the Cursed, La'adatullah alayh. So he never became the Khalifa, but trust me, he would have followed Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Ali and Hassan the same. Oh, you're gonna be right back.
What prophet on his deathbed said to his son, inherit my knowledge? For we all know that inheritance is given when the father dies. There's no such thing as inheritance during his lifetime. So if a prophet is dying and he says to his son, oh son, I'm about to die, listen, when I die, cut my brain open and take my knowledge. Knowledge cannot be inherited, that's stupid. Knowledge can be taught or given from Allah. Knowledge cannot be inherited. Therefore, when you say that, oh, knowledge is inherited, wa alaikum assalam, you're making a stupid accusation upon you, and you've just proven in front of all these people that knowledge can be inherited when it can't. So you've just made a stupid mistake yourself. Then the Quranic verses that I gave, right, the Quranic verses that I gave, what did they say? They said that the prophets left inheritance. I'm not talking about who got the inheritance, I'm talking about the fact that prophets left inheritance. If you analyze the verses that I told you, all prophets left inheritance. Now, if I talk to you about Fadak, this is very simple, and to be honest, I think the debate is over already, and it will be uploaded onto YouTube. But all I'm going to say to you now is that no prophet can inherit knowledge, because that's impossible. And warithu, the verse in the Quran of Solomon Dawood, waritha Solomon Dawood, sorry, that Solomon inherited Dawood, and Maladunka waliya yarithunu min yarithu ali Yaqub, which is that Prophet Zakaria said, oh God, give me a son who will inherit me and who will inherit the sons of Yaqub. Now, the simple point that I would like to make is that what weighs more in your eyes, the Quran or the Sunnah? Tell me first, what weighs more in your eyes, the Quran or the Sunnah? So if the Quran is saying that prophets leave inheritance, and the Sunnah is saying that the prophets don't leave inheritance, you're supposed to throw that hadith across the wall and use the Quran. And because the Quran is saying that there is inheritance, but why are we even talking about inheritance? Why? Fadak was a gift, so we shouldn't even be discussing the fact that it's whether it's from the Quran or not, or whether it's inheritance. My first claim of my point was Fadak was Fatima's during the Prophet's lifetime, because there was a verse in the Quran that was revealed, and render to your kindred their due right, and that is when the Prophet gave Fadak to Fatima during his lifetime, which he got not as a gift but as a token of victory from the Jews on the Battle of Khaybar. Therefore Fatima subhanahu wa ta'ala is not inheriting at the moment. She is saying, Abu Bakr, Fadak is mine, for my grandfather, for my father Rasulullah gave it to me during his lifetime. Therefore give it back to me. To which Abu Bakr said, produce your witnesses. To which Fatima says, possession dictates ownership. To which Abu Bakr said, I don't care, still show me your witnesses. So she presented Salima, and certain narrations said that she presented Ali. They were rejected, so she sent Lady Fizza, who was a woman who used to work in the house of Fatima, and he rejected that as well. Then she showed him a piece of paper, and then he rejected that as well. Then she said, okay, if you're not going to give me Fadak as a gift, which my father did, how about you give it to me as inheritance instead? To which Abu Bakr said, the hadith says what? The prophets do not leave dirhams, all they leave is for the ummah. Well, brother, if the Quran contradicts a hadith, then we've already concluded this point. It's as simple as that, okay? If Fatima is asked to produce witnesses, she did. She was asked to prove proof, she did. She was asked for inheritance, she did. And you yourself said that the Quran is number one. Quran is number one always, you said. I have had so many Sunnis convert to Shiaism that you won't even believe. It's as simple as that. So what? In fact, Muhammad Aq was a Sunni before, and he converted to Shia. So congratulations for that. Now, before I relinquish the mic, I asked you what weighs more, Quran or Hadith, and you said Quran. And the Quran is saying it doesn't matter who gets the inheritance. We're not arguing that point. We're arguing the point, who leaves inheritance. The hadith that you quoted from Al-Kafi and Bukhari and Muslim does not say that prophets cannot receive inheritance. It says prophets don't leave inheritance. And the Quran has proven that over 6 to 8 prophets have left inheritance. Therefore, hadiths mean nothing compared to Quran. Therefore, throw away the hadith and use the Quran. Now, back to Fadak. Fadak was in the possession of Fatima during her father's lifetime. Therefore, it was a gift to her. Possession dictates ownership. Therefore, why was Abu Bakr asking Fatima to show proof? Mike, yours. And before I release the mic, brother, do not take a long time. Okay, answer what is questioned to you.
Agreeing with Sunni hadith that prophets do not leave any inheritance, and then we have Imam Ja'far Sadiq saying women will not inherit anything of fixed property. This is not just one hadith. We have many hadith. It's mutawatir, or narrated in many different books, Shia books I'm saying. You see? And this hadith also, Muhammad Baqir also said this, and Imam Ja'far Sadiq again mentions it here. Bear with me. Please no spamming. If you disagree with a dot, people shouldn't come in the room and eat cakes on mic, okay, please. So, Brother Shia, can you see these hadiths? These hadiths, all of them are saying women do not inherit, and they're all from the Imams, according to Shia. These Imams are contradicting what your major problem. This is a major problem. If you don't answer me in the next 10 seconds, we're all leaving. Well, you can leave. It's fine. It's fine to leave. There's no problem. Shan, stay and I will educate you, inshallah. Not one verse of the Quran says that prophets leave gold and dinar and material wealth as inheritance. Shia always runs away when I ask for Quranic reference. Always. Any Shia who is able to prove a point, remain. If you are unable to prove your point, please feel free. Either way. I will give him the mic, Muhammad. All I want is, can I have the Quranic surah, the Quranic ayah that says prophets leave inheritance of dinar or dirham or wealth? This is what I'm looking for. If you find these verses, but the problem is because you know they don't say that, Shia. You know they don't say that, you're not giving the references. So, I've responded. Look, Muhammad and Shia. After someone takes the mic, and the other person comes to respond, you can't get off the mic. It's uncivilized. So all we're asking for is Quranic and verses. Thank you. Go ahead. Mic is free. Prophet Dawood did that. Right, that's what I'm asking Ahlul Bayt 12 Imams. All we want is the reference for that, so we can read it together. That's all, nothing difficult. Mic is free, go ahead.
Look, what's the point if you're not going to answer my questions? We understand that you're acting childish, but do you have to act stupid with your childishness? I mean, look, you said the prophets do not leave inheritance. I showed you 2 verses in the Quran that they do. Then you said the prophets inherit wealth. Don't inherit wealth, they inherit knowledge. I said that's impossible. Then you asked me a question and I answered it. Now I asked you, why is Abu Bakr asking Fatima to produce witnesses when Fatima was already in possession of Fadak? It's not like Fatima went to Fadak to ask for Fadak. She went there to ask for Fadak back. There's a difference. If Fatima actually said, oh Abu Bakr, give me Fadak because it is going to be mine, then okay, that's a different argument. But Fatima went to Abu Bakr and said, give me back Fadak, for it is mine. You can't even do the simplest of tasks. Okay? I just did. Look up. Durr al-Mansur by Sayyuti, volume 4, page 177, narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Qudri and Abdullah ibn Abbas, that when the verse in the Quran in chapter 17 verse 26 was revealed, the Prophet called Fatima and gifted Fadak to her. I told you. Surah 17 verse 26. How stupid do you have to be? Debate over. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.